Be seated, please. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. And now call this special meeting of the Board of Visitors of James Madison University to order. We have gathered together today as a Board of Visitors for the purposes of announcing our 7th president of James Madison University. This is a significant time in this university's history with its rise to national prominence, and momentum is key areas such as research, athletics, philanthropy, and civic engagement. The university has benefited from steady leadership and remarkable consistency with only 6 presidents in its storied history. JMU's growth and trajectory sets the university on an exciting path that only promises to continue. The JMU Board of Visitors has voted to appoint our new president. At this time, I am honored to announce the 7th president of James Madison University, James C. Schmidt, Chancellor of the University of Wisconsin, Eau Claire. Please join me in welcoming Before I turn the microphone over to Jim, as we will be calling him, I wanted to say a few remarks about why we have selected him. But first, I want to thank the search committee and the Board of Visitors, and the search committee was led by Kay James, and what a phenomenal job that she and the search committee did in bringing us our wonderful candidate, and we are so excited to have Jim join our family. What Jim has been able to accomplish over the 12 years at the University of Wisconsin, Eau Claire, has been nothing short of remarkable. Chancellor Schmidt has been a stellar fundraiser and a visionary for elevating academic excellence. He is highly regarded across the political aisle, in the community, and among his students, to whom he is affectionately known as Chancellor Jim. He'll be President Jim here. Maybe? Jim recently brought in one of the largest gifts in Wisconsin's history, $70 million, folks, to help construct a beautiful 170,000 square foot indoor athletic facility and event center. They are also set to complete a stunning 330,000 square foot, $340 million science and health center science building soon. This was the result of an innovative public and private funding with partners in the region such as Mayo Clinic, and is another example of Chancellor Schmidt's elevating their academic profile and helping students get great jobs. As JMU embarks on this exciting next chapter, I am confident that Jim's experience and innovative leadership will take JMU to our next level. I am now honored to welcome Chancellor Schmidt to the podium.
Well, good morning. Today is an important day for me and my family, and I hope that it becomes a great day for JMU as we map out this next step together. I am absolutely thrilled to join the JMU community. And I want to begin by thanking Rector Obenshain, Vice Rector Edwards, Search Chair Kay Cole James, and the entire Board of Visitors for your confidence in me. Thank you to Interim President King for his support as well. I look forward to your support and guidance over my tenure. I also want to acknowledge the City of Harrisonburg and Rockingham County officials who are here, as well as State Senator Mark Obenshain. A special welcome to the JMU faculty, students, and staff. I look forward to working with you and helping to move this institution forward with your help, guidance, and support, and I look forward to getting to know you all personally. I know that JMU's bright future is built on the diligent work of generations of faculty, staff, leaders, and community members. We are all here today because of the great work of the people who came before us. I want to save my final acknowledgement, my best acknowledgement, to last. And so I'd like to introduce my wife, my partner, and your new First Lady, Kim Schmidt. Kim will be a tireless advocate for the university. As a psychiatric nurse practitioner and a psychoanalytic psychotherapist, she has taken a special interest in mental health on college campuses. I know that you'll all love getting to know her at various concerts, athletic events, and lectures on campus as well. This is an exciting time for James Madison University, with record applications and interest from across the country, the rise to R2 status, and recognition with a over 90% increase in faculty external funding just in the last 5 years. You've worked hard to achieve that R2 status, and I'm looking forward to further defining that with you in the future. We have athletics that's storming the national stage, prominent rankings in the Wall Street Journal and beyond, and now is the time to figure out what's that next level for JMU. That next level will come from identifying and building on distinctive strengths of JMU, seeking opportunities, shining a bright light on the innovative work of our distinguished faculty, and working to try to figure out what we can do to build on that amazing student culture that already exists here. Sydney's been a great representative of the student body, and I look forward to meeting the rest of the students at JMU as well. For me, elevating JMU will also come from listening. I want to hear from you. What are the things that we can do only at JMU? What are those things that can only be done at JMU? And ask you to ask yourself that question. Fill in the rest of this phrase. Only at JMU can you do the following things. This is a special place, and we deserve to be recognized for what we can bring to society and to our students. One of the things I love to do, and as chancellor for 12 years I've honed this as a skill, is to understand the unique strengths of an institution. I love to identify where the passion and the action is, and I will be your president and chief storyteller. So I need to hear those stories about what makes JMU special and learn more about what it means to be a Royal Duke. And I can already see that there's no shortage of passion just in this audience this morning. I've heard "Go Dukes" a few times outside on my way in. I've seen purple everywhere, and I've seen a lot of opening doors for others. I will tell you, no one in Wisconsin overlooks JMU. They can't overlook the passion of certainly the basketball team on the national stage. Last year, when JMU beat Wisconsin, the other Madison, I might point out, everybody in Wisconsin is going to be talking about the Wisconsin chancellor that's gone to JMU. I'm thrilled to explore the passions each of you have, where the enthusiasm and momentum are, tap into those strengths and help JMU reach its exciting potential. It's time to dream bigger. We need to dream bigger because there's nothing that can stop an institution like this. I will tell you a little bit more personally that when I was interviewing for this job, I actually visited this campus incognito. Sense of place is very important to me, and I couldn't continue in the process without having a sense of who you are as a campus, who the students are, and what the place felt like. I asked students questions in D Hall, College of Business building, the Forbes Center, people hanging out outside, although there was snow on the ground. And I asked students, why did you choose JMU? What do you love most about JMU? And what do you want to accomplish after you've graduated? I sat back and I listened to amazing stories about faculty, about classmates, about school spirit, about what attracted them from the Northeast down to Virginia to go to school, to make this their new home. One question you might ask is, did they ask you who you were and what you were doing here? They didn't. They didn't. No one asked me who I was. They were just so pleased to have someone asking them what they thought, and I sat back and I listened. I also experienced the buzzing activity around the Quad and the East Campus, beautiful arboretum, even in January, I might say. And what I saw and heard impacted me deeply. What I witnessed at JMU were hardworking students everywhere studying on campus. 3 in the afternoon, not a place to sit because they were busy interacting with each other and studying. The excitement of game day at AUBC. I saw engaged faculty caring about students, and the amazing commitment and opportunity in the arts. I called my wife, Kim, from the hotel room, and she was anxious to hear all about it. And I told Kim, after spending a day and a half on campus with your students, that you stole my heart. This is a place that I could see myself and our family. There was a special goodness, a sense of purpose and commitment to one another as fellow Dukes. That culture and sense of community is something that I treasure, and is something that will propel this university to that next level. It's an amazing foundation to build upon. This much is clear. JMU has momentum. Together, we will develop a new strategic plan that will maintain this momentum and position JMU for distinction and long-term success in a challenging higher ed environment. We will be known as a center of innovation, as a trusted partner locally and at the state level in Richmond and across our Commonwealth and beyond. I am thrilled to work with all of you to accelerate JMU's growth and trajectory in some exciting areas. First, JMU has some of the best faculty in the world, and I have been struck by how the teaching and research are mutually enriching at this institution. You refer to it as the teacher-scholar model, and that is a beautiful way to make sure that the great research that is being done is also elevating the students and the opportunity to participate into that, to witness it, and to see how research, unlocking new knowledge, can propel society and, by extension, our university. We need to lean into innovation, building on strengths like the X Labs and pushing into new areas of emphasis. We will also grow the university's distinction within the academy and beyond, with distinction that will stand as a beacon for greater national reach. We will do this while maintaining the student-centered ethos that President King and many of his predecessors also focused on. JMU's identity as a national student-centered research university is one I look forward to further defining and growing. I also want the JMU faculty to hear loud and clear. Your teaching, research, and service are the lifeblood of this institution, and you will have an unwavering, unyielding supporter in the President's office. I know also that there's a growing culture of philanthropy here, which will be one of my key emphases. As Rector Oberenshain mentioned, I was honored at the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire to help bring in one of the largest gifts in Wisconsin history to support athletics, student athletes, student well-being, academic excellence in this major athletic and event complex. It also includes the Mayo Clinic Sports Medicine Clinic with 2 full MRI suites. So it's become a great asset for many of our health-related programs to work alongside researchers and doctors. Also, this has become an important asset for our community. housing everything from youth athletics to large entertainment performances for our community. This is an important point for me. The amenities of a university should be an economic driver for the area. JMU is helping to attract the best and brightest workforce to Harrisonburg area businesses and industries. JMU also has an incredible opportunity to play the role to help grow industry partnerships and to be a major contributor to the Commonwealth's economic success. To my Harrisonburg and Rockingham County colleagues, I want you to know we will make community collaboration a priority in these areas and beyond. During my time at Eau Claire, we also grew the university's institutional resources, raising more than $200 million. Together, we will launch a new comprehensive campaign to grow student scholarships at JMU, improve faculty resources in teaching and research, to sharpen student athletic success, and to expand first-generation student access alongside other key initiatives. As we accelerate fundraising, we will also enhance our already stellar facilities here. At UW-Eau Claire, during my tenure, we built a brand new collaborative performing arts complex in the downtown of our city, $125 million sports and entertainment complex, a new welcome center, multiple new residence halls, one of our single largest classroom building was constructed, and as you heard earlier, we are about to complete a new $340 million science and health sciences building in partnership with the Mayo Clinic. I'm excited, by the way, to see some of the plans you have for the new College of Health and Behavioral Studies building expansion at JMU. What a great initiative to enhance our reputation in these fields of study. These capital projects are more than just brick and mortar, or as we say at JMU, more than just bluestone and mortar. They enhance our academic mission, make us attractive for innovative industry partners, and ultimately, these facilities help launch students into fulfilling careers in Virginia and beyond. Finally, we will build JMU's reputation, national reputation, in civic engagement at a critical time for developing civic leaders. I've made an emphasis during my time at UW-Eau Claire on joy, audacity, and public good. They were the key parts of my inaugural speech. This is my way of describing your powerful phrase, being the change in your community and the world. As an institution named after the father of our Constitution, that notion of public good is a key fit, one that made coming to JMU an easy decision. Higher education has tremendous value for our society, and JMU has a unique role to play in Virginia and beyond. We just need to identify it, build on that, and make sure that everyone can see that important contribution that we make. As I conclude, I want us all to lift up our heads. There's a lot of static going around higher ed, the value of higher ed. We've become a little bit of a political punching bag, and it's important that we not hang our heads low, but we hold our heads high, because the work we do together is a noble effort, one that lifts lives, creates societies, and dare I say, it is the cornerstone of the American dream, that everyone has an opportunity to lift themselves. And that is your work, that is our work, and is worth holding our head high for. I went off script, and that happens. Finally, as we accelerate this work, change only happens at the speed of trust. I am committed to gaining yours through listening, learning, and working alongside you every step of the way. Together, we will polish this gem that is JMU, identify ready opportunities, and reach the potential that we all know is possible. Thank you, and go Dukes.
Thank you, President Schmidt. And thank you to all of you all for taking time out of your day for this important announcement in the life of James Madison University. I'm happy to report that Jim will be back a couple times before his official start date, July 1, because he's hitting the ground running. And so if you don't get an opportunity to see him today, don't worry, he'll be back, this time not in incognito. Anyway, there are exciting days ahead for JMU, and I'm excited to be a part of it. I now ask for a motion to adjourn. One of you. A second. Thank you. All in favor? We are adjourned. Thank you.